We're in here doing a little welding. I already know. Hey, you see a couple different kind. What up with it, fam? Your welding coach checking in, and we're going live in Little Rock. We inside of the booth working on some uphill stick welding, some overhead stick welding, some tying in, some weaves, just the technique of learning how to use the rod and manipulate it, you know. But this video, I actually titled it Black Welding Coach, and I did that for a reason, family, because it seems like a lot of people have an issue with you embracing your culture, especially being from African American, Black Native. You know, it almost seems like they want me to act like, oh, I'm just a welder. Nah, I got to say what I am so I can attract those that look like me to get into the field. Because a lot of people that follow me now told me the only reason they follow me because they was looking for someone that looked like them to get into welding. So that's what I'm doing, fam. I'm the face, fam, for my people. Now, I help everybody, fam. If you want to come, I help you. I help anybody that want to come. I do not have no racial preference. I believe God created us all equal, and my goal is to help us all. But I know my people are behind, so I'm really focusing on helping us get over the hump. Education, financial literacy, just encouragement, whatever we need, because we need it all, fam. We behind. So, my goal is to be the face. Like I said, I want to be the face of more welders actually getting into the field of welding. Last statistic I read, it was about 9.8% of the whole total welding society is African American, Black Native. So, I think the numbers need to come up. A lot of us are just afraid of it, heard different myths about it, or some of the schooling that, that's available is kind of expensive, and a person don't want to just dive into it and get in debt, or they don't want to dive into it and not work because they still got to take care of their families and do things like that. So this program is actually 16 weeks, and hopefully I'm going to have a shorter version. Should be 6 or 8 weeks starting next year or the end of this year. We should have a shorter version, but this is purpose behind helping people dive right back into the deployment fast track program to help you go from minimum wage or whatever you was making 17 and actually help you increase your value. But it's all based on the individual. A lot of people think just because they enter the class 16 weeks, they leave, they gonna know how to weld. Man, if you don't put the work in, you're not gonna leave. You learn how to weld. I got a few students that had, I'm gonna say they was overconfident. I'm steady telling them, hey man, you still need to practice. You ain't got it. And some reason in their mind, they feel they got it and they ain't got it, fam. So, my goal is to just give you confidence, be real, be realistic, and just let you know that I'm a Black Native American. I have no problem with embracing my culture, with my gold teeth, with my beard, with the way that everybody, but especially us. Because I remember times where I was looking for someone like me to help, and I couldn't find them, fam. And that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because I didn't have no hand. I didn't get that motivation. Everybody was trying to get me to be a part of the system or sell out my own just to get some money. I figure I can help my own without selling them out and still get some money. So I don't want to sell nobody out or throw nobody on the bus, fam. My goal is to help people really win. And that's what I'm doing here in Little Rock, Arkansas, back in my home city I was born in before I left. So I'm back here, fam. We teaching. And my goal is, family, to help educate, fam. I don't have to follow you to give you free education. My goal is to help you win, fam. So when you decide you want to learn how to win, I'm going to have the content and the information already ready for free. But you know what you got to invest? Your time. Just like coming to school, you got to invest your time in learning. So even if I give you the free game and I put it on the sites where you can just easily get it, you have to invest your time to get it. And you really have to want to learn it. You might have to watch the video 4 or 5 times before you get that jewel out of it you need to keep it moving. But the main thing is, fam, you got to put the work in. So my goal is to help those who put the work in. But I am cultured, though. So I love to say that, man. And being back here, believe me, I have noticed that I have tried to reach out to certain companies since I've been back in Little Rock. And it is what it is, fam. It's 2023. But don't let them deceive you and have you thinking that it's equal just because we in Little Rock and we got a black mayor now. It's a face. It's just a face, fam. You know, one thing I realized, if we're gonna build our own, we have to build our own. We're not gonna get into that system and help all our people. That's just not gonna happen. Unless you building your own system, it's not gonna work, fam. So if you really wanna help someone, especially your own, you're gonna have to network with the system, but you're gonna have to create your own system. And that's what your welding coach is all about. I'm creating my own system so that way I can help those who really need it. Those who can't afford it, it's a way to help them too. You know, so my goal is to just bring opportunity, fam. But embrace who I am. Embrace my culture. Embrace, embrace who we are instead of trying to sell ourselves out to fit in. I ain't trying to fit in, fam. It is what it is. What's good, fam? Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in. We in here getting it in. I felt like today it was a good day to talk about some realistic standpoints when it comes to our culture. I just been getting crazy inboxes and, people tend to say things that don't fully understand what I'm doing and why I'm prone on saying who I am and what my culture is so that way I can get more of us involved. Like, it almost like, well, what? I had someone say, well, why you just can't say just a welder? Why you got to put a color on it? I'm like, oh, my goodness.
Some heart be in the right place, but they just uneducated.
Just uneducated. Some of them heart be in the right place, but they're just uneducated. What he said, you got to get educated, fam. You got to know the truth, fam. You go to every, if you think about it, in America, name me one African-American black community. Community. Not no neighborhood. A community. They got their own church. Got their own hospitals, got their own fire department, got their own policemen. Name me one place, city, town, that's like that. And I want to go visit it. And that's why I think it's so important, man, because we don't have none of that, fam. We got little China, we can go over here and we can eat Greek. We can do all type of things, but you don't see nobody just with, yeah, we might have a soul food restaurant, okay, which is killing us anyway. So I think the more we learn, fam, the more we need to start exercising some of this information and standing on it, living on it, making a difference. Hey, fam, I've been an iron worker doing that, putting bolts in. Right after I welded up one joint, put some bolts in on this side before I move on to the next. I've been there, fam. Salute out to all the iron workers out there, iron worker welders out there. It's starting to get a little cool now. Time to wear some extra gear. Let's go up and see if we can see.
That would have been a smooth piece. That would have been straight right there.
Kind of had an indention in there, so you pulled out. But yeah, it still turned out good, fam. Y'all see how he building this plate out? He gonna get it. And the goal is, by the time they start on a coupon like that, that's 2 inches. 2-inch angle iron, 2 pieces welded back to back, that's 3/8 thick. By the time you weld that in all positions, fam, you gonna be got it.
That's trash right there. What I just see.
And it's always good to get a light, fam, so you can see. So just keep in mind, if you can see it, it'll probably still be there. Don't think you're just gonna burn it out. I heard some welders, oh, cut it up 10 more, I could burn it out. And you ain't gonna burn it out sometime, fam. You can have it too hot and make the stuff you're welding on brittle. So you don't wanna have it too hot, just clean it. Burn one, clean one. That's what we always say. Burn one, clean one. We got the youngster over here. I'm gonna show you some of his plate. He's been working on some uphills too. He's doing weaves. So he started working on this one. He's bringing it out. Now he's over here. And this youngster over here, fam, 19 years old. 19. He gonna have a bright future, man. We always motivating him. He gotta have a bright future in welding. He caught on to it quick, and we just getting started. So he really finna go off here in a minute. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. Like I say today, fam, we're just working on vertical. Like that's what we're trying to tie in to get them ready. We're doing these fillets so they can get ready for a groove test.
There we go.
So we got a groove test coming up soon, and getting them prepared for that. Actually, show y'all these plates over here. I brought all my plates out. So these are the tests right here. So these are our backing strips. Which is 2-inch backing strip. And we got a 7-inch coupon. Pretty much, we'll set it up with a 1/4-inch gap in it. Not like this much, just eyeballing it. But we got a few different tests. We give everybody the opportunity to take 4 tests. So it'll be 2 in stick welding, which is uphill and overhead, and then 2 in flux core welding. So I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, fam. Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm trying to change the narrative, fam. Trying to change the narrative, man. I'm in Southwest Little Rock, actually. You know, and I'm really focused on bringing a lot of more welders into the field of welding in this area because we need it, fam, the education. But we have to put in the work, fam. So I noticed that a lot of times we'll want to achieve certain things great. We'll want to get the knowledge, but this is not Matrix, fam. We can't lay our head down and somebody plug something in our brain and just shoot us with some information and we can start fighting. I wish it was that easy, but it ain't that easy, fam. We got to come in and put in the work. And once you get it, then you got it downloaded in your brain and you can move around and go get a bag. But, fam, practice make perfect. You got to put in the work, fam. Repetition, look, just burning rods, burning. But not only are you burning rods, keep it in mind, you're learning different things. Every time you burn, you're learning how to keep it tight. You're learning your gap, your travel speed. You learn how to manipulate the rod and watch the puddle. And you can't do nothing but get better. Woo, he's dropping them. Oh, yeah.
I stayed on this side versus going over there. This is when the rod started splattering. I was down past the number.
No, that ain't bad. So you finna get ready to start again. What I would do, I would come here, I'd knock this, grind that little knot out, and that's pretty much it. Grind this knot out, maybe hit this one right here, hit this one, and then you go and start and bring it back. You might hit, this right here really ain't gonna hurt you.
Do I bring it all the way back? You see how close I am to the edge there?
Yeah.
Would I not lay a couple and then come back over and lay a couple more and then go across? Look.
Nah, I just start here and just come
Again?
all, yeah.
Lay another one right there where I just was.
Yeah.
Okay, so grind.
Nah, not where you were, right beside where you was.
beside,
Yeah,
okay.
and then keep coming, yeah. Cause that was the one up against the wall, so yeah, just keep coming, yeah. As soon as you get it, where you get it to this edge and we fill it up, we'll flip it.
Yeah, I figured.
You almost there, so I just do a couple more and then we'll flip it and we'll be on that side over there. Huh? That key? Did I leave it in here? Hold this for me. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, it's gone. That's like, oh no, boy.
Right.
Let me see if I can get this tip. Hold up. It's in one of these tables. Yeah, it's in one of these tables. I just don't know. What up, fam? I'm looking for this key lock, and I know this lock to this. Oh, here you go, right here. I knew it. I knew it was in one of these tables. I put that lock on there. So now you just put it inside of, lock it again, and stick it in one of them to break it. And when you do it like this way. So that way, whatever way you lock it, you'll sit there and put it in like that. Then you'll be able to do it. Yeah, you gotta put some. Yeah, you gotta put some pressure on that mug. Unless you got it flipped the wrong way, and you need to, and it need to go down this way. So hit it again till it lock. All right, now try it. Now try it again. Okay, so it got to be the wrong way. Which side was this on? Because normally it's the opposite. We got to figure out which way it was.
This side.
You had it on this side?
Yeah.
Hold this, brother. Let's y'all, we just figure this out real quick. I know it if I had it done on the right side before. It's easy to do it, but I have to figure out. Yeah. You had to put a little. But sometimes they get like that from grinding on them. You know, you really putting that pressure on it. The thing get like it locks it on there, boy. Y'all see one-on-one. Sometimes you have to do that, fam. It gets real with that grinder. But we got it done. Whew. You burning, fam. But fam, like I say, my goal is to bring more awareness to welding to the African American black community. Get more of us involved, male and female, when it comes to.
Make it a little too light. See that little sun following me around. Sleep, lighten it up so I can really see. It worked.
Oh, it worked.
That little sun and everywhere, like, hey.
Yeah, you probably got it on. What you got your hood on, man?
All the way clear. I'm sure.
Yeah, you ain't even right. Yeah, you need to be right. Yeah, you was too bright. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Don't blind yourself.
It was great in the hood. You see how great it is. I looked at this and I was like, damn. I feel like I can reach out and grab it.
Oh yeah, you was you.
Don't make that mistake.
You heard what he said, fam. Do not do that.
10 minutes on the job.
He can't see. And it happens, fam. Welding 101. It happens all the time. Welding 101. So, fam, if you know somebody in the area, we are in Little Rock, Arkansas, Southwest Little Rock, and we want to bring more wellness. So if you know someone, tell them about the program, family. It's only 16 weeks and it's $37.75. But if you do not have the money to purchase it, Pulaski County Wage Office has scholarships. So if you want to learn how to weld now and you don't have the finances, Pulaski County Wage Office, which is inside of the Goodwill outlet off of Scott Hamilton Drive. You go in, tell them you want to sign up. They'll have you take these tests to get approved for the scholarship, and you can enter into the program. So just because you don't have the finances doesn't mean you can't get into it. But do you want to? You might have to do something, which is go down there and test and to get approved to get into the program. But it's not a hard test, but you do have to do like, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6 different sections in there, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it to get a free scholarship. So go down there to the wage office, get signed up. It's in Southwest Little Rock. So it's in your backyard if you are in this area. So if you know someone that's not in the area, tell them about the program, fam. Tell them about the program. Now it's the time to start learning. Let's change these numbers. Let's get more people into welding. Let's tell them, hey, you don't have to be afraid. Someone be afraid of the sparks in this. Hey, fam, if you're going to do something great in life, fam, you're going to have to take a risk. So that's all I'm going to say. You're going to have to take a risk, fam. So, hey, get signed up. And my goal is to leave good content, really help you learn the process. So until you get into the school, the channel is up, the TikTok is up, the Facebook is up, and you can be able to gain all the information you need to make that decision to learn how to weld.